My professional background is quite varied. I started out in the construction industry. I got involved in recruitment. I was director of a national recruitment business, and most recently owned a business that provided training services to a number of different industries. And I think that's one of the reasons the management franchise idea and prospect really attracted me, because I just felt it would be able to utilise my skill sets in running a business. I wanted to minimise the time and risk involved with starting up a business. And that led me to look at franchising generally. I did quite a lot of research around franchising. I knew that whatever I did next, I needed to have a genuine interest and passion for, which probably led me to one of two areas, cars and automotive being one of them. And in all honesty, what led me to Revive was the brand and information that was out within the franchising kind of network industry, and the marketing just stood out and jumped out to me at the time. I was quite lucky. I've got some contacts within franchising, and when I bounced the Revive offer off those trusted people, they kind of confirmed and verified that Revive was everything it said. I chose Revive because after my initial research, the information that I saw really stood out. I really liked what Revive had to say about values. That was really important to me. And when I looked at the board and the kind of the credibility of who's involved with Revive, it gave me a lot of confidence, you know, a mixture of industry, financial, and a depth of experience within the board. I think the other thing for me was the brand. You know, it really stood out. The process was far more detailed than anything else that I'd looked at. And whilst a little bit daunting at times, it gave me a lot of confidence in the fact that they had a real consideration, care, and protection of their brand and who was going to be involved. I think when you're starting anything new, there's nerves, and you know, probably that's quite natural and probably a good thing. But it's definitely been minimised because of the kind of people and support and departments that have helped me through this part of the journey. And from everything I've seen as well, I think the other thing that gives me a lot of confidence is that relationship's going to be continued and maintained. So yeah, head office up to this point have been fantastic, and I'm confident that it will continue in that way. So my initial training has involved a number of different areas, but also a number of different formats. We've done some, for want of a better word, classroom-based stuff, or boardroom-based stuff might be a better answer, with various key people within the business, covering different departments and functions, being in the body shop and the training centre, getting familiar with terms, timescales, process, and just getting comfortable. I've spent some time out on the road with technicians, kind of seeing a day in the life of, and we've had some stuff to do on our own back as well, you know, sort of investing some time to look at resources and videos and documents and everything else. So it's been pretty comprehensive. I think one of the other benefits that I've experienced through going through this process is the franchise network. So for me at this stage, it's been going through the startup process with another franchisee, which has been massive, because in the same way that, you know, head office and some of the expertise and individuals there can help and kind of start you feeling quite as alone, going through the process with another franchisee for me has been great. I've built a relationship and a bond, and we've been able to bounce things off each other and kind of sanity check some of our ideas and thinking. And that's been a great help, to be honest, and I think having someone who's going through the same journey in a different territory, so the competition element isn't there, which allows you to be that bit more open, has been massively useful. I've had direct contact with the board. You know, having direct contact with key individuals and senior level individuals throughout this process has been a real comfort and a real demonstration of the culture and the kind of vibe within Revive. I think values can easily be put on a website, you know, they can easily be shouted about, but actually I've seen them in action throughout this process, and again, confidence and reassurance going into this. And really, for want of a better word, a long-term partnership. It's been a real comfort, really important, and I think a real sign of how we are going to work together going forward. My plans for Revive Bolton in the short term would be to establish an excellent service and reputation, build a team, and ensure that we are profitable, adding value to any customer that we work with. Medium term, build a slightly bigger team, put some management structure in place and ensure that we're maximising our territory. Longer term, I would like to think that, you know, we've maximised our territory. I'm considering expansion into other territories with a level of management that hopefully means I'm maybe not as busy as I was on day one. I think if anyone was considering a Revive franchise at this moment in time, I think the first thing I'd say is do your research. Definitely don't fall into the trap that because you've got a franchise, it's all going to be done for you. You are starting a business, but if you make the decision that that is right for you, then Revive is definitely a really good option. The difference for me in this process compared to starting businesses previously is probably the fact that you're not on your own. The fact that I've got that support, the fact that the model is there, the brand is there, and that probably saves months, if not years, in terms of where you can get to. So yeah, if anyone is out there thinking about a franchise business and looking at Revive, I would say get in touch and start the process.